Wait for it. If your copy did not have the BBB, please tell me in a sad Facebook message including at least 2 tearful emojis. 3. I only have to make this mistake one more time. I only have to make this mistake one more time. Episode 5. I must forego my lengthy intro straight to the content. Gasoline station congregations and Bobby Boy considerations. Enjoy. The sickly sweet smell of potently processed deceased dinosaurs marked our very first gasoline station congregation. As I stood fully robed watching from a safe distance, smoking a menthol cool trademark cigarette the masses poured in, holding the heinous harnesses of their metallic monstrosities. Great success. Parishioners are reminded that smoking near the decaying fuel fountains is prohibited by law but extolled by the church. Nothing is better than the heterogeneous mixture of fossil fumes and carbon monoxide, hereby dubbed bone smoke TM. I'll take this remarkably carbon-cool moment to inform readers of a few new church products slowly trickling into the Tacos online store. The I Heart C8H18 plus CO limited edition bumper sticker. Smoke now, drive later, obsidian-engraved elephant bone keychain. My Child's World will burn, rear view mirror commemorative plaque. Giraffe skin heinous harness cover with slow loris tooth accent. Neatly unpopped tacos emblazoned big rim trademark tires for moderately sized demon shells and souped up smaller sized doom mobiles. And last but not at all least, and extremely expensively, Blood Diamond. Guaranteed slave death or related hate crime infused into every crystal. Each of these gleaming prismatic pain avatars comes with a sealed certificate of authenticity commemorating the dismal story of its being. Truck nuts. Do not miss your opportunity to own these bastardly big balls to hang from your unused truck hitch. Show everyone you're the boss by blatantly displaying your wanton disregard for human life and your powerful penchant for purchasing power. Be the god of truck testicles that you were born to be. Get your Blood Diamond truck sack today. Please be aware that payment is due at the time of purchase. There will be no refunds, escrow of any kind, or layaway plans. Note: continued emails pertaining to escrow will be punished. Enough! September 14th, 9:49 a.m. Update. Due to the consultation with the SOC Herbal Remedy Supply, all Friday the 13th are now Saturdays in addition to their normal weekday typing. This decision does not come lightly and does have several interesting implications, namely that yes, there will be an additional gas station congregation this week. Let these occasional double Saturdays serve as a dual-pronged, rampaging, emotionally messed up beast, raging out dramatically at the parish as though they were lowly village females or desperate house husbands. Note to the confused, after listening to this next section, you may ask yourself, what fingerless mute? Let me tell you that I am angered greatly by Facebook's ineptitude. I have lost a post of critical importance, the one that details that our cult support line is operated by a fingerless mute, and the critical examination of those cult goers who can't help but tie up our helpful telecommunication system. Be informed that I do not like those who preoccupy our sacred mute. Be educated that he does in fact do a great service to the church and is one of our most valued members. Thank you, FSM. September 15th, 12:12 p.m. These words are not meant for you. You are not an inner circle member. You have not paid your dues, nor have you driven 100,000 miles this year. At best, you are a mere fire caller, more likely than not a simple mindless or a phone-tying, mind-numbing clueless. Our sacred mute spits and grimaces at your type's mention. Continue pretending and reading if you dare, but your internal state may become disrupted. Your fear is your choice, and I will make no further declaration to ward you from your mental damnation. This is it, the last chance to turn back, to click the See Less button, to navigate to a friendly page with pictures of your favorite cartoon character making catchy statements about modern life in alternating capital letters. There are a few choices for the continued digester. You fail to heed good advice. You tend to skip the terms and conditions sections even in diabolical contracts, or you are a member of the inner circle. The off chance that you have no concern for your psychological well-being does not escape me, but I won't concern myself with the lobo lunatics or deviant degenerates. Your psychopathic disregard for psychosocial cerebral cancer does not impress me nor my followers. I won't be intimidated by the mental nonchalance of the habitual havoc seeker, nor will I be bullied by the belligerent brainlessness of the basic believer. I'm looking at you, clueless. You see, reading on does not guarantee that you are ready for the words that will follow. Being able to simply parse each individual character into discrete words, constructing a total meaning of sentences and compounding the flowing comprehension into paragraphical chunks of understanding is not some magical prerequisite for being actually ready for the very words you consume. Being mindful of the cranium caveats won't save your cerebellum from the devastation and damnation of divining the preceding literature. Pressing on regardless of all the warning, wisdom, and well-being fearing proclamations does not insulate your perception from the insanity to come. Do not say you have not been warned. I have dutifully communicated the issues you may face, should you choose to continue. I have outlined the outrageous risks a mentally unprepared solicitor to this door of darkness may find precariously posted upon a single black and crooked nail. This portal to pensiveness pertains precisely to delirium and delusions, demonic and deadly premonitions. Never-ending nightmares await the insistent. Be gone before you lose your mind beyond all recovery. There shall be no spell powerful enough to undo the mental binding found further on. Your very life is at stake. I am begging you, do not proceed. Sup, D-Crown here. I'm just chilling at my place. Not much going on. How about you? Do you remember that Simpsons episode where Bart calls Moe and does the whole shtick with Icy Wiener? I saw that and thought about the inner circle. More like Icy Winner, am I right? Fucking with Bob has been hilarious. How do we keep this guy in the hook? He's already asking to get back. Peace out for now. Saw him at the 7-Eleven, by the way. Just glowered at him. Laughing my ass off. P.S. Got any ideas for the Sunday meet? I'm thinking that we could head over to B-Dubs and drink some. Get back to me. DC. Update. I have found the missing content that details the fingerless mute. On September 11th's newsletter, there was an additional note. It is as follows. We have an additional and special addition to this edition of the newsletter consisting of no smallish amount of pandering to our cherished members who concertedly calibrate consciousness on church ceremonies, sanctimonious sermons, and redeeming damnable demands with low prodding scores. Warning, special edition for the eyes of true believers only. If any of the questions above may have been muttered by you, or if you silently nodded with respect to the unmocked sentiment of those incoherent ponderings, please avert your eyes and resume reading church adverts of a lower order. End warning. Thank you, truly thank you for understanding your place within the church. Far too often, critical members of the taco staff is despairingly swamped with the clutching madness of technical and emotional support demands of the clueless. By meeting your quotas without tying up our phone lines, consisting of a single switchboard operated by a fingerless mute, and lining up around the block for Tacos Thursdays without a fiery fiesta worth of prodding, you allow the church to flourish unbounded by the demands of the comprehension disabled who dabble with church doctrine but clearly fail to absorb the truth, even though it is so plainly presented that a rather smallish man named Bob, wearing a checkered plaid shirt, who owns a trailer camper combination vehicle and spends his spare time chopping short wooden poles into cylindrical segments, could grasp with a moderately smallish amount of church prodding. Your mindless caving to church demands is greatly appreciated, and your lack of escrow shenanigans please D-Crown greatly. Thank you once more, and keep on trucking. September 15th, 2:22 p.m. Rule of 3. Attendees of the dual-pronged, horned beast double Saturn Day event will be duly rewarded with multiple opportunities for multiplicative bonus point receipt returns. Keep that mail flowing unbounded by stamps and incorrect zip codes. Your local postmaster has the expertise and experience to expedite your demonic delivery should you trust in him. If only you should trust in him. If you do choose correctly and patronize petroleum, 2 words become one. Speedway, trademark. Be forewarned. Speedy reward cards are forbidden. Bonus points are not to be handed out heavy-handedly through pretender organizations clawing to claim my flock. Black sheep, Shepherd of the ebony horde, it is D Crown's place alone to guide the mindless herd from the grassy knolls of habitual and sustainable nutritional chlorophyll-filled blades to superior char-broiled hellscape of future fixation of lung-vaporizing vestal vigorousness. Drought of the soul, quenched only by the flame sparked by the enlightenment of the ending. The bone smoke, trademark, of the spirit. Only when individuality is wrought through strife can one truly find oneself. As your esophageal system heaves with dusty dryness for the life-sustaining droplets of the past, as you slay countless entities for a mere malignant morsel of hydrogenous oxygen, then ye shall know truth. The human beast is an entity of distinct separateness. The society of compromises and understanding falls victim to the reality of reeling and rancid self-reclamation. Personas soar when subjected to the doom-like dangling of sustenance suppressed. It is currently possible to pretend holistic hedonism formed through bonds. Not so when your existence depends on the will to compete for resources. Fly freely to obliteration and glide gaily towards thermal catastrophe. Your reward is freedom. That's it for episode 5. The next episode will pick up where we left off, with me muttering incoherent nonsense and insulting anyone who dare listen. Thank you.